Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be my last video of 2019. If you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen that I posted up about the Scratchbuilt characters that I made this year. So I'm going to do a video about the Scratchbuilt characters that I've made over the whole course of building my Space Marine army. Those who have been following me already or watch my videos, follow me on Twitter, will know that my custom army is called the Knights of St. John. They've been through a couple of changes, one of them being part of the paint scheme. So I'm starting chronologically. So this chap here is the first proper custom character. He's the captain of my 10th company. I've actually recently upgraded him to Primaris Marine. He's crossed the Rubicon. So I'll touch on that guy a little bit later in the video. So he's not much. He's basically a tactical Marine with a modded bolter. He's got like a scope and a suppressor. So that's the main sort of scratch build sort of component. You can see there he's also got a chainsaw that I've made, and then most of it is a paint job really, just sort of make him look a bit more captainy. He's got a little halo on his helmet. All my captains have halos on their helmets. They're like different colours. The veterans in my chapter have a white helmet with a black halo, so the captains all sort of have some sort of colour helmet. Sometimes it's just black, but they've all got the halo as well. Being 10th company, I don't want them to stand out too much, so we've just got a little iron halo. So this is the next captain in the Scratchbuilt character, and he's on bike, so he's the captain of my 8th company, which in my chapter, they're all bike mounted. My chapter does favour bikes, so a lot of companies do field some formation of, some part of their formations on bikes, etc, etc. But this is the company that is solidly, that is what they always ride to battle on. And he's a main component is from the Ravenwing Dark Knights kit, or their command squad. That's where the bike's from. It's got the winged like front bit, so that's all that's coming from. The body again is from that. The helmet, I believe, is from the Vanguard veteran squad. The axe is definitely from the Vanguard veteran squad. He's got a little iron halo on the back, if you can see there. And then on the side here, he's got a little knife there, which is taken from Dark Elves. So, like, it's actually fancy. I just thought it'd be a cool little addition to having this fancy little knife. The shoulder pad there is again from the Vanguard Veteran Squad, and then he's got a little Gene Steel skull, just to add a bit of character. Now, I actually built him with a full command squad because I built him back towards the end of 7th edition, so it was back when you took a captain and you could take a full command squad as addition, and that command squad could then be mounted on bikes, and obviously you could convert one of the 5 models into having a banner, having, being an apothecary, being a company champion, etc, etc. So basically to build that, I bought the Ravenwing like Knights kit, so that gave me 3 models, and I bought the normal bikes, so it gave me another 3 models, so that gave me enough to build a captain and the other 5 members. Since then, with the change to 8th and everything, being, all the characters being split up into single models and sort of and all the bikes being pushed into Legends, I've decided to just strip off the 2 spare veterans, and I'm going to just fold them into a bike squad once they've been painted up. But I have the other 3 guys that are actually characters, so we're looking at those next. Here we have the company champion. Again, most of his bike and most of the body is from that Ravenwing command squad set. Even the helmet is, the sword is. As with the captain and the rest of the guys in the squad, I've had to scavenge bowls from somewhere else because that set currently comes with the Plasma Talon, which is not surprising as it's a Dark Angels kit. The Storm Shield is from, or the Combat Shield actually is actually from the Vanguard Veteran set, the normal Space Marine Vanguard Veteran set. Here we have the Apothecary. He's just mounted on one of the bikes from the normal bike squad set. Most of his body is from that, with the exception of like the backpack and the Nartharium, and I believe probably the body and a few other bits like the little vials on the back of his bike there. They're all from that Ravenwing kit. And then he's also got one of the Corvus hammers or Corvus axes or something. Because back when I built it, you could take a power weapon for your apothecary, but now just it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, they've been relegated to Legends anyway, or to Apocalypse, so it just looks cool. And so the last of the bike characters is my company agent. I've attached the banner to the back of his bike. I just preferred that look. I could have had him holding it, but then he couldn't have had a really cool chainsaw, and I just thought that was much more fun having this banner hanging off the back of his bike while he's got a chainsaw, so he can swing in and kill people. Again, he's mainly the Ravenwing bike and the body. The bottles are actually from the normal bike set rather than just scavenged from my bits box. Uh, I think with the exception of his generator, everything else is from that Ravenwing kit. Perhaps maybe one of the shoulder pads or two, because obviously I wanted to do crosses rather than the Ravenwing insignia. This guy is my fourth company captain. Um, while I built him, I think 2017 is the same year as the bikes, I only painted him up recently, so I've started to use a bit of edge highlighting on him, and he's very, very mixed. He's got, I think the helmet is probably from the Vanguard Veteran set. The Combi Plasma will be from the old Captain set. Most of his body is just a normal tactical marine. Shoulder pads will be, I'm not sure, probably the Vanguard Veteran set. I think the Power Fist is from the Devastator set, but it might be from the Vanguard Veterans. Um, I'm going to look at these two together as they are both from the Sixth Company. One is the captain of the Sixth Company. He is the master of the fleet, so I made them sort of they're the chapter of the company that does dedicate itself to assault squads the most often, so that's why it's got a jetpack. The guy next to him is a lieutenant with a jump pack as well. I selected to give him, rather than having the Mastercrafted bolt gun, I decided to have a plasma pistol instead. Seeing as you can't get rid of the bolt pistol, I figured it's quite a good idea because he's coming in close. You can drop him in within 9 inches, so he's in range with both weapons. The plasma pistol can also do a lot of damage. The bolt pistol gives you an extra shot. Also, it gives you an advantage once you get into combat because you can then shoot with them in combat. He's got a chainsword model on the back, which that's from one of the Space Wolf kits. And as you can see, the lieutenant is rocking the new colour scheme, which is the red breastplate and red upper legs. Now, captains are still exempt from this. Captains are still all black bodies, and the only other models, or the only other marines in my new lore that are all black armour are chaplains and those that are the chapter master household, so my chapter ancient, my chapter champion, things like that. So any other chapter, any other marine that's not a captain will have the red chest plate and upper legs. The captain, again, both the jump packs are from the Vanguard Veteran squads. The captain, I think his body is actually from the Space Wolf kit, and his Thunder Hammer is Space Wolf Thunder Power Axe with just a Thunder Hammer head on because I wanted to give him holding in 2 hands. And then he's got his little bolt pistol on the side there. So these were both made in 2017 with the bikes and the fourth company captain. I think 2017, sort of when I was starting to come back into the hobby, I'd had a bit of a break, and I really wanted to start playing with things again because I've always enjoyed the building most. So I was like, actually, I want to start creating stuff. And the other advantage of actually doing this with characters, creating your own characters, is it's a lot cheaper because you're just using bits from boxes. If you get like a tactical, like I did with these guys, tactical squads or Space Force off eBay for a few quid, like they were just someone was getting rid of them. So there I've got three characters there for probably less than £20. Like to buy them, normally you'd be looking at like £20, for a single one. And now we come into this year, 2000.